Hi, I'm Steve. Welcome to my shop. Today's part 3 and the final in the series on the nightstand build for my grandson. For the contrasting wood, I chose Jatoba for the top and the drawer pull. The finishes, and unfortunately, with electronic devices, when you get that question, are you sure? Never answer yes. I'm never that sure with an electronic device because I deleted the tabletop sizing and sanding and finishing video for the base. So sorry about that. Well, but it's not recoverable now, and I'm not sanding it off to start over. But for the finishes on the base, I used a 2-pound cut of garnet shellac. I sprayed it on with my HVLP sprayer. It was such a nice day, calm outside. There were no breeze at all, and it was 58 degrees. So 3 coats of the number 2 garnet shellac, 2-pound cut of garnet shellac. For the top and pull, I used something a little more durable, which is the General Finishes urethane gel top coat. So this is the nightstand finishing touches. Enjoy. Okay, so I've got the top side sanded to 180 grit through the drum sander, and obviously I'm not done sanding yet. But one of the things I want to do, I need to round over the top edge, put a 3mm radius round over there. And I like to lighten the look of the tabletop, and I'm going to put a bevel on the bottom of this to kind of lighten the top, yet without reducing the thickness of the base of the table. So I'm going to do that at the shaper, so let's head there. Okay, that's looking good. And I'm going to reset the shaper up to do the bevel on the underside. Okay, I've got the fence set to where I have roughly 30mm to the outside swing of the arc. The next step is to set up how deep it is. And one of the things I want to shoot for here is roughly, I want to leave about a 1mm ledge there. It looks like that'll be just about right. I don't want it too much, but I don't want it to be 0 either. I do like a kind of a sharp edge, so I need to adjust that. Let me see if I can come up with about another 1mm here. was off when I finished, so hopefully I caught some of it. Anyway, it gives me about a ½ inch between the reveal around the top, and there's a bevel with the raised panel cut with just a very slight ledge around the perimeter. I'm going to do some finish sanding on this. I'll round over these sharp corners because this just told me it is very hard, and it won't dent, that's for sure. So I'll do some sanding on that, and now let's get to make the pole. Okay, so I ended up with a piece 36 millimeters wide. Now I'm going to set the router table, and I think what we're going to shoot for is a profile with a round over here, and probably a core box bit just kind of as a finger hole underneath it. It's probably not showing up all that well. So let's see what we can do. Despite this being so hard, it milled very nicely. So as setting this up on the shaper, I'm just going to continue the rest of this with the router table to make a round over on the top and bottom. There'll be two different radiuses there. But before I do that, while this stock is still square, I want to drill a couple of holes for some threaded inserts, and I'm going to do that at the drill press. Okay, so I've got the ½ inch radius round over bit, drilled the holes for the easy lock threaded inserts, and now I'm going to make the top round over. Doing there is I was feeling for a slight bump, and just barely started getting a line there, and that will sand out nicely. So I want this as round as I can, just feel good to the hand. So now let's set up and do the bottom round over. I drilled two 6mm holes, 11mm deep, for these easy lock threaded inserts. These are for 1032 screw. It's kind of interesting. They give you the dimensions of the hole in metric, but the screw size is imperial. So just going to drive these flush with the bottom. Which sets the insert in slightly. So I'll cut this out on a bandsaw and then do some final shaping at the disc sander and be sanding this. Okay, now I'm going to use this Rotex 90 with an interface pad, and what that'll do is help me clean up the facets from the disc sander. Now I'm going to start with 80 grit, which is the same grit that's on the disc sander. See how this goes. I can go coarser if I need to, but what this pad here allows you some flexibility to go to make these make it curve smoother. And I'm going to wear a dust mask because when I'm doing this operation, the dust collection is far from perfect, but it's better than nothing. Now, watching somebody else sand is only slightly more enjoyable than sanding yourself, so I'm not going to I'm not going to show the rest of this. I'm just going to go up through at least 180 grit. We'll see how it feels. Okay, I've got all the sanding done. I've ended up sanding it to 220 grit. And what I'm going to use is General Finishes satin wipe-on urethane top coat. And I've used this in another video. And I like it. It's quick, it's easy. Gives a very good durable finish. And this is the handle. Okay, so the finish has cured overnight. This is the pull, and I like to use these truss head machine screws. And we'll see how this looks. Okay, now let's pull the drawer out and attach the top. So I have cut grooves on the inside that basically accept these fasteners. Except I did not do it for the front rail, and I'm going to use a biscuit joiner to cut slots for the front. Now, accessibility along the back and front aren't going to be a problem. Now my sides, because of the drawer supports, I can't get access here to drill holes and mount this thing. And I also have to get around the drawer support holes. So what I'm going to do is drill some access holes through this so I can get my screwdriver, and I'm going to use these number 2 square drive to get access. So I just need to get a hole slightly greater than here in the positions where I want to put the rail. While I'm zoomed in on this area, I did glue some stop blocks for the drawer. These are actually the cutoffs from the drawer bottom, which were just perfect to position the drawer such that it's flush on the front edge. So that's just the stop block for the drawer. Got a bit of 7/64 bit here with a flag to make sure I don't drill through the top. And I'm just going to drill the side holes now, clamp this thing down, and use a VIX bit to position the other ones across the front and the back. Use the VIX bit and approximately center this. Go on this slight angle here. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I thank you for watching and have a great day.